Warehammers Walk podcast.
Hello and welcome to the last episode of the 25-26 season podcast of Warehammers Walk. Today we have got the one and only Summertime, whichever way it wants to show. No audience today, they're all crying, mate, unfortunately. But yeah.
Well, it's not that bad to look at me.
So we went to the game yesterday. Lovely day out, great day out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just not the results what went our way, but I'll let you carry on with how you thought the game went yesterday.
Yeah, the game was alright. Very weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the weirdest game I ever been to. Literally. I don't think ever been to a game. Well, I've never been to the last game of season.
Yeah. Snap.
Yeah, so it was always going to be an experience either way if we went down or stayed up, you know. But yeah, to watch two games at once, to have the Tottenham game at the same time, and then like all of us being really happy, well, not happy, but like motivating at the start because it was probably one of the loudest bubbles the first one when we first walked out. And then as soon as Spurs went 1-0, it was like the quietest
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
But I mean, the game itself, look, we've done the job at the end. At the end of the day, we've done what we needed to do to give us any chance. I think the first half, I don't want to say we didn't really give effort because I think we did, but it just seemed like we were a bit slow. If it was a heat or...
To be honest, I think Liam knocked it on the head yesterday with what he said. I think they were a bit nervous.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of showed in the performance in the first half.
Yeah.
I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, it's definitely...
I don't want to cut in, you know what I mean?
It's alright, I'll do it sometimes. Yeah, like you said, it may be nervous, or so am I up. We weren't playing bad. We had a good first 20 minutes, but between that 20 minutes and half time, it was just a bit.
Yeah.
There we go. But we sorted out the second half at the end. I'm not sure if Nuno told the players that Spurs was 1-0 up, because like I don't know if that would get you going or not. I really can't.
To be honest, from half time to the 67th minute, I'd probably say he probably didn't, because there wasn't that much of a reaction after half time. You know, It was like, right, okay, we've still got 0-0, and then right, we've got this first goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I sort of said to you yesterday, it reminds me of that cup game, you know, where we got kicked out on penalties.
Only difference is we didn't go 2 down.
Yeah.
Left it to the last 11.
But it literally was. It wasn't boring, but Leeds didn't really have an opportunity. We had a few opportunities, but didn't take them.
Yeah.
But then once that first goal went in, they found that belief, I feel.
Yeah.
And then that's where we just thrived and just pounced on them. And that's where the 3-0 come from. Leeds didn't really have to play for anything, so they weren't really that worried.
Yeah, I think if we scored earlier, we could have had even more. We joked about 13-0. It could have literally been 13-0 if we scored in the first 10.
Yeah.
I don't think the Leeds were dreadful.
Still would not have got a safety though, mate.
No, but it would have put pressure on Spurs to win.
But yeah, it would have put us level.
Let's laugh it up.
But,
Alfie.
yeah, Alfie's just turned the TV on. It's like, boom, there we
It's just funny how you're talking and all you can hear.
But no, literally, it was a great day. It wasn't too hot in the stadium either. That was, I think, the important bit for us. It was quite shady. It hit the mark quite nicely.
Except for Billy Bonsler.
Oh yeah, over in that corner from where we were, was just sun-ridden. But again, I can't fault the lads. Jared Bowen got his goal, Tatty got his goal, and Wilson got his goal. So like,
All three very good goals, by the way.
they were.
All three.
But they're three people what could have scored their last goal for West Ham. To be honest,
not Bowen.
Do you know?
Not Bowen. Have you not seen what came out yesterday?
I haven't, mate. If you wasn't aware, I slept when I got home.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't worry, I done that this morning.
No, but I'll have to give that a listen. Is that in the press conference?
Yeah.
After?
Yeah, his press conference after. I mean, he didn't come out and fully say he's staying, but he more or less was saying like he wants to stay to get us back up.
See, that I think that is. See, I would more like. So the people who would want to stay is gonna be the people who gave their heart and soul into playing for the club. Yeah. There wasn't many for them, you know. Pablo, Tatty, Walker Peters, Hamilton, I think will go down and come up with us.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about Tatty. I still got a feeling Tatty will leave. I think yesterday, Tatty, Somerville, Walker Peters, and Fernandez.
Outstanding yesterday from what we saw. Like,
Fernandez and Somerville was my two man on matches. I can't decide between them two, but yeah.
I see Fernandez on the floor after, which he looked upset because of it. You know, if he stays, mate, we've had a blast.
We're flying up.
Yeah, like to be honest, there was on Talk Sport they were saying if you can sort of just ride the money of it out until you come back up, because we all know there's going to be losses in the money and stuff like that. But if we could just ride that financial depletion at the moment and still get in some okay players to replace the ones which are going and this, that and the other, but keeping the main soul of the club with them players, with like Mav, maybe try and get Disassi on another loan for a season and then try and sort him out that way. You know, Fernandez, Bowen, sort of them, that lot. Somerville again, you know, if you say, look, okay, if you can, we'll give you a pay rise next season if we could go up. If not, we'll sort of let you go. There's a lot of business to happen in the next 6 weeks.
More than 6 weeks.
We can only put our fingers crossed and sort of just hope that the ones which want to stay will stay, and the ones which don't want to stay get the fuck out. Basically, you know.
I do think there'll be a lot of outgoings, and maybe not so many incomings, but there will be a few incomings. Look, last time we went down, we lost a lot of good players, big players. Yeah. We lost Scotty Parker, our all-time best West Ham player ever.
Talking about Scotty Parker.
Yes, he should be next manager. I told you before.
Yeah. No, even Adam Pardew on TalkSport last night even said this, that Nuno might not stay, but they want to bring in someone about the championship and this, that and the other, and Scotty Parker is the man.
Yeah.
I understand it. If it happens, then it happens. I'll be behind the boys. I'll be behind Scotty Parker once more.
I would love it.
You know,
I would love Scotty Parker.
You know, if it's gonna get us back in the Prem for the next season, and you never know. You know, Scotty Parker knows the way West Ham play. or should play.
Mm.
He knows the West Ham way, and he might actually find that fight again for us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And in sorry, I can't speak this morning. And in himself, you know what I mean? Because he's quite placid at the moment at Fulham and all that. And
I think that's only because he was at Burnley. Burnley came back up easily, and then they didn't really give him a Premier League team. They kept the Burnley Championship team, which was nowhere near good enough. And you're going to get halfway through the season, basically be nowhere. You're going to just be like...
They're going to be found out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but no, they are the ones which sort of should be staying and trying to get us back up. If you feel guilty for us going down, because of apparently all of them were very unhappy yesterday that they've gone down. It didn't really look like it at the end of the, at the end of the game when they were clapping. But some of them were like just, some were
you're gonna
some just didn't give a crap. You know what I mean? So, and I sort of took a mental note of the ones that didn't want to give a crap, because I was like, I don't want to see you next season. I don't want to see it.
I want you. You can stay.
The Sassy was the last one, and to be honest, he looked more distraught than any of them.
Yeah, well, I think
he looked really, because if he wants to join the club, he does. He's even said so. Yeah. And he's probably thinking, right, I've got to go back to Chelsea now. You know what I mean? So it's probably affected his career more than what anyone else has sort of realised. And, if we can kind of come back in to Chelsea when the transfer opens and goes, look, can we have him on another loan? We'll do a little bit of a business deal, and we'll have him for one more season. And then if we come up, we'll buy him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and did you know the Championship playoff places are now
going extra 2? Yeah.
Yeah, 8th place.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh,
but we don't want playoffs. I'm fed up with playoffs. We get playoffs every time we go down. Let's get ultimate. Let's get league for once.
If we get playoffs and we win it, we get.
I'll still be happy. Yeah,
if we win the Championship, we get a trophy. If we finish second, I'm not going to be happy because we don't get a trophy.
We got promotion. Who cares? I want a trophy.
I want a trophy, mate. We want the trophy cabinet to be full with whatever trophies we can get hands on. Yeah. It doesn't matter to us.
There might be Johnson's Paint trophy for following year when we go League One.
But no, it's. I did feel quite gutted, to be honest. I know I have been relegated in my lifetime before, but it sort of hit a little bit different this time, and I don't know if it's because I've grown up and everything.
I think it might be because we were actually fair.
Possibly. I think we stayed 15, 20 minutes after the whistle.
Yeah,
just sitting there like, what now? Watching the Spurs obviously finish their game, hoping that Everton was going to score. A lot of people said yesterday, in Moyes we trust, and then I was like, well, do we? And it just shows, mate. It just shows that football is for your own good. You concentrate on your own.
I do think Moyes did try. It's just that Everton's really fallen off form, and Tottenham just had to win their one and only Premier League game at home this year.
Yeah, but then to be honest, mate, would you leave Tilo Barry on for that long if you were trying to win it?
Yeah, but it is David Moyes. I mean, David Moyes is a bit like Nuno. If we do a few things, it's like, what are you doing?
But yeah, it was quite guttering, to be honest with you. I just got no more other words for it, really. It does.
It was guttering.
Go on, Mr. Statman.
Yeah. I read it last night when you were asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was getting ready for this last night. So I was looking things up. We went down with 39 points, right?
Yeah.
That's the most amount of points that anyone's gone down since Blackpool and Birmingham went down in 2010-2011 season with 39 points.
Bloody hell.
And you know who else went down that season?
Tottenham. What?
Last time we went down.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly that.
How weird is that? Last time we went down, it's the most points that anyone's gone down with.
Well, you know, don't get me wrong. We tried, and the last sort of few games were a bit too much.
Yeah.
VAR had a big hand in everything.
I can't wait for no VAR next season.
But the positives next season, no VAR. 2 games with Millwall. Midweek games. Maybe more games on TV. You know what I mean? Because midweek games on TV. As well, sort of like these little games on the Tuesdays or Thursdays, or you know what I mean.
Maybe.
It's I reckon more opportunity to go see them.
Definitely, yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. But we will be bringing back one.
The biggest negative, of course, is we are very, very, very sorry to all the London residents that we are giving you more tax.
Yeah.
But we don't want to pay so much rent.
But we will be bringing back one more episode, and it's sort of a podcast, but it's... I can hear a phone. Is that you?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm like, where's that come from? But yeah, so, what was I saying? Took my mind off it now.
One more podcast.
Yeah, there's one more podcast, sort of a podcast, of how we feel the season has gone, and I know we've got relegated, but there was a chance to be safe, you know, it's a bit of survival, how we want to see next season, sort of plan out what we want to change, stuff like that. So we're going to get all 3 of us together. Bill will be on for that one as well. So
Drag him on.
Yeah, we're going to drag him on. Even if I have to travel up to Norfolk and get him on the same camera as me.
I'll come up with you. Wait, you!
That's right. But yeah, there will be one more podcast to go through. From this not too bad season. Yes, we got relegated. But it could be a start of a rebuild. Get the board out. Let's start everything over again. And let's slash all the dead wood, and that includes the board.
Like I said, 7 times out of 10, maybe even 8 or 9 times out of 10, we would have been safe with 39 points. So to be able to get 39 points, it weren't too bad. We did have a lot of wins. We still had a lot of draws. It's just that it's one of those seasons that 17 of the teams were better.
Alan Pardrew said on TalkSport last night, if you got less than 40 points, you're always going to go down. Oh, well, not really.
Yeah,
I don't think he's actually like a stat man, mate. But
No.
he did say, which I want to just check.
I mean, that's just a very typical old way of
Pardrew.
thinking.
Yeah,
You know?
no, exactly. But the one thing he did say is, if you've lost 20 games in a season, you will be going down. So, and we only lost 19. So we was one away from it.
Yeah, so why are we down, Pods?
Yeah, why are we down? Like, we got either a point or 3 points more than that 20. Like, blame Pardrew again.
God's sake. This is why you've done no good after the 06 final.
Is that the one where Stevie G banged it in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I blame Pards.
Yeah, he's still thinking of that Gerrard last minute goal. Yeah.
You know, you bloody know. Have you got anything to add for this last podcast of the season?
No. I mean, we're not doing any predictions for next game. Oh, we don't know.
I don't know. I'm playing next, mate. Unfortunately.
You know,
Oh,
we've not
I'm
even had
2-0.
any friendlies released yet. 2-0, you saw it. You usually go 2-1.
Yeah, no, 2-0. Fabianski in goal.
Oh. I don't think it'd be Fabianski in goal. I think we're going to have Henrik.
Oh, that's a shout. To be honest, if we do have any friendlies, I'd be sticking him in goal, mate.
Yeah, must well. It's a good time to give him the chances.
I'd be sticking him in goal. But we'll cover this in the last one for what we want. The future is nigh. So there's only one thing left to say from me and Sam. That's come on, you Irons.
Warehammers Walk podcast.